Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to IELTS Corner. I hope you all are doing well and learning well. In today's video, we are going to look forward few steps to achieve band 8. I know many of us target for 8777 and we really wanted to achieve band 8 in IELTS listening. But unfortunately it becomes such a big hurdle for us to cross and to achieve band 8 in IELTS because believe me, it's not easy and you're not alone in this journey. As to achieve band 8 in IELTS listening, you need to perform well in IELTS exam, and actually you need to score 89% marks in order to achieve 8 bands. Means out of 40 questions you need to correct 36 of them. So I feel it's not really easy if you're not a comfortable listener of English and you're not been used to of different accents. You can easily fall, and sometimes the listening test is been quite easy, but sometimes it can be moderate or difficult. So you have to be ready for everything possibly. So I feel I can help you with this, and I try that you should follow. I try my best to provide you few steps to follow and achieve band 8 in IELTS listening. So without wasting your time, let's begin with this video. So the very first thing you need to do in order to achieve band 8 is start listening English on daily basis. For instance, if you have to leave for your work and your journey from your home to office is of 30 minutes or an hour commute, so you need to listen any podcast or anything you like on your headphone while you're driving or you're taking the bus. You should start listening anything in English. If you should also understand that at what level you are and how much you are understanding it, because it's really important to listen carefully. And if you are a housewife and you think it's very hard for me to take out time and sit at some quiet place and then listen something, so no, there is no need. You need to just put on the radio on your phone. BBC podcast also available. You can listen daily conversation of English of BBC on podcast, and you can just put on that while you are working in the kitchen, you're making the food for your family, and you can just make it your habit to listen anything in English on daily basis. So it's just whatever you are doing, you can add English in that. Like you're working at your office and you are getting some time to listen something, if it's a lunch break or anything, instead of getting into the chit chat with your colleagues, it's better to add this skill and improve this skill. Now let's look forward towards the second step you can do. The second step to achieve band 8 is to listen actively. You will say that, as you said, that start listening to TED Talks, YouTube or any content in English. I am doing that for so long, but still my bands are not improving. So it's because you're not an active listener. This steps needs to be added while you're listening. Listen actively means that when you're listening, if there is a word which you did not understood, try to pause that at that moment, repeat and listen again. And when you get that word, just write it down and try to find out in the dictionary and add that word in your speaking, and try to make sentences with that specific word to actually add that in your vocabulary. Otherwise you will forget it easily, because it's not a thing to learn lots of words and use them. It will never happen. because that's not the natural way of learning any language. The natural way of learning any language is to understand the word, understand the use of that word, and then start practicing that word in your daily life routine, or whatever the practice you are doing for that learning that specific language. So be an active listener. Just listening without understanding and without getting what others are saying, it will actually doesn't make any difference for you. So start practicing listening, but actively. Let's move forward towards the third step in order to achieve band 8. The third step we have to achieve band 8 is to have a strategy. When you find out that you are comfortable with listening English, now you need to understand the IELTS format and practice the IELTS test. And for that you need to know that I have to read, I have to listen, and I have to write. The 3 skills you need in listening test. It's not just like you have to listen and you have to move forward. No, you have to read the question before the recording begins. They will give you a pause to read the question as much you can, and then you have to listen them and write down the answer. If you're taking a computer based or paper based, in both you need to write down the answer at that moment. So practice that and learn that what kind of strategies you can apply for yourself to do, because every person is different and every person have different capabilities. So learn that what kind of strategy you can apply, and with which strategy you are comfortable, because you need to build your own strategy. Let's move forward and look at the 4th step you need to do to achieve band 8 in listening. The 4th step we have is practice wisely. What is the meaning of practice wisely? You know you are practicing on daily basis, it's been a month, but what happened after you take the test? Your band scores not matching with the scores you are getting while you are practicing at home. It's because you did not practice wisely. Yes, it's happened that when we are practicing at home, we overlook our mistakes and we are being lenient when marking ourselves. You need to know that what is the criteria of listening scoring, what are the corrects and wrongs. Like if the command is answer in 2 words or in 3 words only, and your answer is a 4 word, then your answer will be considered wrong. Even the 3 words is exactly the answer, but if you write it against the command, then your answer is being wrong. Then if the answer is in singular and you wrote the answer in plural, then definitely your answer is wrong. So mark yourself wisely when you are practicing, and put on the timer every time you are practicing, because you should practice under the examination conditions. Otherwise there is no possibility to achieve the bands you required in the exams. You will definitely only score the marks you are on that level. Like if you are at 7 level, then definitely you will get 7 only. But if you want to achieve band 8, you should practice wisely at home and achieve the bands you are looking for or you desire for. So let's move forward towards our last step to follow and to understand that how you can achieve band 8 in listening. The 5th step is to enjoy it. Yes, studying always doesn't need to be boring, right? Why we always feel like oh my god, we have to practice for IELTS now, it's very difficult, I don't know how I will do and I have to work so hard. No, you should enjoy it. It's just a language. Make it possible for yourself to enjoy the learning procedure instead of making a burden for you. See, when you make something a chore, then it will be a chore for you. Don't make it something very monotonous for you, like okay, today I have to sit for an hour and practice for IELTS listening and then getting the same score for myself. No, this is a skill, you need to learn it, you need to practice it, you need to enjoy it while doing so. So until you not starting enjoying what you are doing, then you will not definitely make it easily, and the procedure will become very hard and very boring for you. So don't make it a burden for yourself. Just understand how the native speakers speak, how they actually take or obtain the information, and then you can easily observe things and understand things, and things will become easy for you, instead of sitting with the boring mode and stressed mode. The stress level is so high, I have a very limited time, how I can do it. No, add English in your daily life, then definitely you can ace it. So till we meet again in another video, keep on practicing, but practice wisely, listen actively, listen English every day. And if you are interested to practice along with us without any boring sessions, I will make sure that you enjoy the session of IELTS when you are practicing along with us. So do connect with IELTS Corner, register yourself with IELTS Corner to practice IELTS. And if you're new to our channel, don't leave without subscribing. Till we meet again, take good care of yourself. Fi amanallah, Allah Hafiz.